Sick. The plane was known as a Domini?
Yes.
Yeah? Why was that? And you
No.
don't know, it's just,
No.
just nickname it goes.
Yeah.
Ray did his training at RAF Madley and Yatsby, which is now RAF Cosford. He boarded the SSRT S-boat in Clyde on the 15th of November 1943 and arrived in Port Said, Egypt, or Port Said, Egypt should I say, on the 2nd of December 1943. Now I'm going to catch Ray out a bit here because I know a little bit of something that he doesn't know I know. He did his airgun training on Ansons in Abiyaya, is that right? Yeah. Which is the Nile, North Africa, and he qualified in February 1944. Now, on one mission, and I have to say, I would have thought this is in the early days of training, he was propositioned to shoot a drone being towed by another aircraft. He fired 200 rounds. Hits 3. Must have been your early days, Ray. I hope things improved.
Yeah, it did.
They did, good. You crewed up in Cairo with 223 Squadron on Baltimore's.
Yes.
You did 11 sorties between May 1944 and July 1944. Now, I am very, very privileged. I've got in this folder all the flight records from those 11 sorties. I've also got all the flight records and mission records from his next appointment, which he converted to 114 Squadron. Now, 114 Squadron was based in Siena, Italy, and you flew the Boston 4K, I believe, is that right? What was the aircraft like?
Very good. Very
Yeah,
good. Yes.
I mean, we have to say it was an American aircraft, but they did build some very good aircraft.
Yes.
I have to say, I didn't know that the RAF actually used American aircraft until we had our chat a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
How many crew? 4 crew?
4. Yeah.
4 crew, yeah. So you were on 114 Squadron from August 1944 until July 1945. Ray flew a total number of 49 sorties in these aircraft, and I think it's right that you flew over 40 with the same crew.
Same aircraft.
And the same aircraft as well.
Yes.
That must have been something of a record. I mean,
Yes.
you hear so much these days, so many stories of some crews didn't last one mission, let alone 5 or 10, but you did over 40 in the same air. You must have been lucky.
Very good.
You must have been very, very lucky. And again, I've got, I mean, there's enough information here to go through. We could be here all afternoon going through these flight logs, but I won't. But I can assure you, I have read them, and they are absolutely fantastic. It is just pure history, and unless we take the opportunity to have people like Ray here and events like this history will go, and we will just never see it again. You got promoted in 1944 to flight sergeant.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Did other people do what you told them to do?
Yes.
Oh, good. That's all right then. You were stationed in Foggier Plain, which is Siena. Yeah?
That's right.
And after the war finished, 114 Squadron converted from Bostons to Mosquitoes.
That's right.
Now, I know there's something we're going to talk about in a minute. We'll just mention that in a moment about a Mosquito. But, of course, when this conversion happened, the air gunner wireless operator was no longer required.
No.
So you got transferred to an RAF garrison in Aden.
That's right.
Yeah. What was it like to be basically on the ground rather than flying? I mean, obviously flying had been in your blood. What was your reaction?
I didn't like it at all.
No?
No.
No, you much prefer to be up there rather than down here. You were promoted again, it looks like here. You were warrant officer in charge of the Arab labour at RAF Detention Centre which basically was the RAF police.
That's right.
So they definitely told you what you told them what to do.
Yeah.
What were these? What were the Labour groups doing? What sort of work were they doing at the time? Was it basically servicing the runways and stuff like that? Yeah.
Yes.
And it's got here, you flew with the same crew for the whole of this period in 114 Squadron.
Yeah.
Now, I've got a piece of paper here and it's 3-4 pages long. It's the story of the Phantom Bridge. Now, basically what happened, and I'm sure Ray won't mind me just going through this. On several sorties previous, at night, a bridge had been spotted across a river. These guys were tasked with going to blow the bridge up. But every time they went, what was the story, Ray?
There was no bridge.
There was no bridge. It just wasn't there. So the night fighters and the night bombers kept saying, there's a bridge there, there's a bridge there. Ray and his colleagues are going out fully loaded with bombs, no bridge. So what happened? I believe they sent a Spitfire out, didn't they?
That's right.
Did that Spitfire fly from England?
No.
No?
Not from Italy.
It flew from Italy. So they sent a Spitfire out to try and find the bridge. And did they send it out at night or during the day?
During the day.
During the day. And obviously the Spitfire took a load of photographs, and when they come back they decided that, well, they found out that the Germans had been a little bit cunning. The bridge was a swing bridge, and during the day the two parts of it swung up against the bank and they covered it with trees. At night they took the trees off, swung the bridge out, and lo and behold they could use it. So hence the Phantom Bridge. Hence Ray and his colleagues decided to play one better, and what did you do?
From both banks.
Bomb both banks. Sensible really, wasn't it? Direct hits, exit, no bridge. That story is very well documented here. It was written by Wing Commander Ali Leon, DSO, DFC and Bar, and it goes through all this fantastic story. All this happened in January 1945, right?
It does, yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the kit that Ray would have been wearing on those 40-yard missions. Now I have to say a big thank you to Bill. I had no idea when I came here today he was going to be dressed like this, but this just goes together like, well, I don't know what. It's absolutely fantastic. Thanks very much, Bill, for showing him that. And it's fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the sound of an A20 Boston taken off, equipped with the Wright Cyclone 2600 engines. I've got a 5-minute record on that, Ray. If Matt can just pass me the CD. I hope it brings back memories. There's a few others on there, including the Mosquito, Spitfire, and the 2 Lancasters and the Vulcan. You have that with our pleasure, Ray. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure Ray won't mind me mentioning this. He's 91 years young. Please, a big round of applause for Mr. Ray Rowe.